Charles, where are we going?
Going to Cumberland Island
Oh, that's all you have to say?
to hike.
Coming up on the river. Figure out where we park again.
There's where you ate last night.
Cumberland Island National Seashore. We're going to be grabbing the ferry right about here. Hey y'all, this is the St. Mary's Island. St. Mary's, actually, sorry, part of the mainland. This is the St. Mary's River we're looking at. And the ferry isn't docked yet, but it's going to be going right here. And this is the ferry to Cumberland Island. It's a little bit hazy and foggy this morning, so you can't see the island from here. Pretty sure that is not the island right straight across from us. Could be though. We will give you more detail as we go. A little gazebo here where you enter the ferry. This is little town of St. Mary's. And this is the visitor center of the National Park building right there. Got a few backpackers here. Getting ready to get on the ferry. Big group right here.
We have six. We have six of bratwurst. Yeah, that's hopefully we can get a good understanding.
Here's our ferry to Cumberland Island, the Cumberland Queen.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's crazy. They're trying to sue us? Nope. That's suing you. Yeah. That's right there. Should be good. How's it going, sir? Just right there. And then we're gonna go back out for the orientation, guys.
Back on.
Yep.
Okay.
Back out.
We have
Just by the gazebo. Right there. Yep. It should be good. And you can put your side right now.
So David, when you were down in, where were you, Costa Rica? Was that 20 years down there? Was it all
Started out, I like to die. Two-time guy was $100.
Good morning and welcome aboard Cumberland Queen 2. In case of emergency, your life jackets will be under your seat on the top deck and above your head in the cabin. Please face the steps when you're going up.
Hey, my fine feathered hiking friends, we are on Cumberland Island. This is the ranger station that we stopped at the second stop. And a lot of these oak trees with Spanish moss on them, live oaks. And then looking at the dock area we just got dropped off at. This is the boat that brought us over, our shuttle, called the Cumberland Queen 2. It's kind of a nice day. I mean, it's not real cold, breezy out on the water, but up in the trees it's not too bad. So here we go. Our first stop is going to be down to the Dungeness Ruins, and we're going to lead a little hike down there and then come back this way. And we are off. Now, what do they call these, live oaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see them.
I saw the white deer and turkey. White deer and turkey.
And armadillo for dessert. And Mike's wine.
I do not see any ruins. Oh. Captain's house.
They don't seem real.
They're wild too.
Is that the males they got the thing hanging?
Yeah. Two. They're all male.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to tangle with one. Look at this live oak though.
Get on that resurrection farm.
Is that what they call it? Resurrection fern?
You can tell if it's green like that. It has been rain recently.
What you see here are the ruins of a mansion called Dungeness. It was originally built in 1884 as a winter home for Thomas Carnegie, the younger brother of Andrew Carnegie, and Thomas's wife Lucy and their 9 children. After several remodels, the home ended up with over 35,000 square feet. Lucy and her children enjoyed their winter retreats here until her death in 1916. After the Carnegies vacated this house in 1925, there seems to be no history until 1959 when it was destroyed by fire set by an arson. The property was eventually sold to the National Park Service in 1970, who have maintained it for the people. Hey, got here to the rear of the pack to do a little trail video, and got the 2 Ds in front of me. CD, Captain Dave, and the other Dave. And you can see the trail as well. It's really flat. It's very soft, you know, no hardly any roots or rocks or anything like that. Very wide. And a while back we came by a spot that had been tore up by some, we're thinking, wild pigs. There are quite a few on this island, but you can see the vegetation around is these heavier ferns and of course the big live oak trees with the Spanish moss coming off of them, which is really pretty. And this is the parallel trail going north from the ranger station. We're going to Stratford Beach campsite tonight, which is only another couple miles up the road. So those that have been to Cumberland Island before and have backpacked it, you know quite a bit about it already. Those who haven't, this is what you have to look forward to. I'll give you a little bit of an idea of the environmental conditions today. They are very nice for hiking. It's cooler in the 60s, maybe even not even that, but hardly any wind inside the woods area. But when you get out onto the beach and everything, of close to the, you can feel the breeze. So here's what you have. Very nice. Keep on hiking, my fine feathered hiking friend. Stafford Beach Campground.
Mike hasn't told us yet how much he's paying us.
Yeah, I know.
He's being real closed-mouthed about that.
I have not signed the agreement.
None of us have.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, last time he filmed me, I thought I looked too fat, so I don't know.
You know, mental distress, we can sue him for all.
Morning of day 2. Packing up.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Packing up. Day 2 here. Gonna have a little breakfast. Charles, he's already ready to go, man. I'll tell you. Hey folks, it's Tuesday, day 2 of our Cumberland Island trek. And we left our campground this morning around 9. And we are headed to Plum Orchard. Pretty much we've been hiking for the last 2 hours or so. And we've come to part of the Cumberland Island experience is Plum Orchard Estate, located on the northwest side of Cumberland Island. It is one of the 4 mansions constructed for the children of Thomas and Lucy Carnegie, who had lived in Dungeness. Plum Orchard was built for George Lauder Carnegie and his new wife Margaret Thaw, and construction of this mansion began in 1898, and several additions to the house were made through 1906. And it was their primary residence until George passed away in 1921. Then a younger sister, Nancy, moved in after her marriage to the island doctor, Dr. Marius Johnson, in 1924. Many of the original furnishings from Plum Orchard were auctioned off by Margaret after her husband's death, and Nancy did move many of the furniture items to Plum Orchard from Dungeness, saving these pieces from the eventual fire that consumed that house in 1959. On display are the architecture, furnishings, and machinery that made the operation of Plum Orchard possible. Plum Orchard offers a glimpse into Edwardian high society at the turn of the 20th century, and the importance of recreation, indulgence, and rejuvenation in nature. But further exploration tells the story of a family who valued the island and their time spent with friends and family. Hey y'all, coming into Brick Hill Campground. Gonna be kind of on the water, overlooking the marsh facing west, so our hope is we get a good sundown tonight. But it's off the main road finally. Still amongst the live oaks. All these look like camp spots here. Ooh, yeah. This is day 2 in our camp up at, what's the name of it? Briar Hill? Brick Hill. This is day 2 of our Brick Hill and our Brick Hill campsite. And the sun's just going down. We're all having dinner. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, my fine feathered hiking friends. Today is day 3 of our hike on Cumberland Island. It's Wednesday, and we had left our second night campsite about 9:15 this morning, and we're now on some different trails. This one's called Tar Kiln trail, and we're going to, we've got about a 7-mile trek today, and we're into it a couple miles already, and we're going to be stopping at a wilderness campsite up here for maybe a little bit of lunch. Just wanted to give you the lay of the land. Lots of palmetto trees, branches, and living oak, live oak. Haven't seen a horse, but there's a lot of horse pucky on the trails here, so I'm sure they're in here somewhere. Haven't seen any pigs yet. Kind of anxious to see if we come across any. This trail is a little denser, less traveled than what we had been on. Must need your machete through here. Weather's still a little bit cool. 50s, going to be in the 60s today, no doubt. A little jungly, huh? Oh, look at that one. That's something. These living oak or live oak trees with the Spanish moss hanging from them is just amazing. Simply amazing. Old trees, old trees. There's a good story behind Cumberland Island and why it's not developed. And we were given that information yesterday. And we went on our tour. So stay tuned. Down to Stafford Beach. These are the dunes.